Hi, and welcome back to my channel. This will be a bit of a awkward video because I wasn't planning on filming because I'm a bit in a coloring slump. I think I've pushed myself a little bit too much now that it's spooky season or Halloween time. Whoops, okay. So we are closing. So I've pushed myself a little bit too much by coloring a lot of Halloween pictures lately. While working on them, most of the time I really enjoyed myself, but there were some that, yeah, they weren't matching my feelings, or I couldn't see what I was going to with them. And yeah, I've started 2 pictures the past few days, and I really hate them. I know it will be okay within some weeks or months, and that I will return to them to work further, but it's so weird sometimes that, yeah, you have a hobby, you love it, you buy a lot of books, you can't stop buying books, like me, and then I get so intimidated. Normally I try to color as soon as I have a book in. I try to color as soon as possible in it, to not to be afraid to have too many uncolored books. I know for my amount of coloring books that I own, I'm doing quite okay, but nevertheless, yeah, it's always fun to buy new books, and I'm excited when they arrive, and it's a small party every time that I open my Amazon boxes or envelopes of Book Depository or whatever. But afterwards, yeah, I'm just, it's like I'm drowning and I don't know which piece of grass or plant to grab to keep myself above the water, I will say. So today I have my free day off, and I was just sitting in my couch and watching some YouTube videos, and I came across the Deadly 7 Sins of Coloring tag video. It was made by Coloring Chats and Cats by Michelle, and wow, I really got emotional when she talked about her sin of envy and she mentioned my channel. It's yeah, I was really touched by hearing her saying that she loved the pictures that I'm coloring, and she really enjoyed my Intense series in the Spectacular Halloween book, and somehow she gave me the strength to come and sit at my desk, grab a book, a new one that I haven't touched yet because I only got it maybe a week and a half, and to start something, and yeah, don't feel like drowning, or I don't know how to explain myself in a better way, but yeah, I really, she had that effect on me by saying these lovely things, and yeah, I just, I feel the need now to start a page, and since she liked that Intense series so much, I'm going to try to use my Intense also in this book. I don't know how the paper will react. It's with the black backgrounds, so I'm presuming that it's comparable to the Jade Summer paper, and that takes Intense quite well. And I've chosen to start working on this picture, not a Halloween themed one, because I'm feeling I'm laying too much pressure on myself to only grab at Halloween pictures or Halloween books. And although I love this season, I love the autumn colors, I love everything about it, I have to color something else now, because I'm afraid I will do the same thing when the Christmas period arrives. It's so weird that someone can has these things in his or her mind, and I know that it's stupid to limit myself with coloring specific pages, or that it's only that little devil on my shoulder that is saying only Halloween this month. But yet I can't brush it off my shoulder, as I will say it. I don't know if you also experience these kind of thoughts, or that you are laying pressure on yourself by limiting your creativity or your choice of coloring things. I've talked about it already with some other colorists, and they are and it's the most smart opinion. They color whatever they like, but that's my problem. I have so much to choose from, and I'm loving so many pictures that I simply don't know what I want to color. And I had, now that I've grabbed this book again, to flip through it once again for the thousandth time, or sorry for my mispronunciation. This was always one that attracted me, so I'm just saying bye bye Halloween. Now I want to color this one. Maybe I will do some autumn colors on the leaves here, pretending that it's a warm autumn day and that they're enjoying the autumn temperature, which is still very nice, so that these little fellows can join the little duckies for a swim. But no more witches or pumpkins. I will return to those next year, I think. So, but thank you very much, Michelle, for your lovely words on your Sims video. You really made me jump out of my couch and grab one of my new books and choose something, and I'm dedicating this to you. I'm going to do it with Inktense in the hope that it will turn out like I'm hoping it will. And yeah, sometimes I think when someone is in a slump or isn't feeling quite happy, sometimes you just need a little word or just a small thing can lift you up again and keep you going again. So thank you very much. It really touched my emotions, and so okay, I'm already about 9 minutes babbling away, or how do you call it exactly? So I'll stop rambling. That's a correct word, I think. So I'm going to start coloring the tree where she's sitting on, and I'm using my oak one. It's my most used Inktense one. It's the shortest in my case, so I'm really hoping I won't mess this up. I did notice though that thin paper normally can take Inktense quite well, but Neo colors, that's another story, because I think the Inktense, you color with them like a pencil and you don't have any streaks, or at least I try to color without rough streaks. But with the Neos I have those, and it's very hard to on thin paper to brush them away with the water. I used Neo colors on a Heather Valentine book for water, or for coloring water, and I got some nasty streaks, and that that has put me off coloring it any further. And I did know it beforehand that it was not accepting Neo colors that well, and still I was so stubborn that I did use it again. And but the first time I could rescue it because it was a sky that I did with Neos, and I could add some extra paint and glitter and you name it. But this time it was I can cover it up with pencils, I'm sure, and I think the end result won't be as bad as I think it will be, but the touch and the magic of the picture is now lacking, just because I was annoyed by those streaks. And yeah, I must say that it's really a nice feeling starting this one. It feels like a match. And also I discovered that when I'm not feeling a picture 100%, I start to color very quick, and I because I hate having whips. I do have some, but not that many, but then I really rush to get it over with, and it leaves a bad memory behind. When I look through the books again after coloring it, I get that feeling of annoyance back again, and it's stupid. Oh, my water brush is empty, so I will pause the video for a moment and fill up my water brush. One moment, I'll be back again in 1 second. Okay, here we are again, and I realized that I didn't need to fill it immediately because I want to add some highlight colors. I'm just going to grab my swatches, because the brown colors I prefer to watch beforehand. I know how the oak looks when used, but for some highlights I'm thinking maybe some saddle brown, some willow, saddle brown, willow, and then for the more sunny parts I will use some mustard, I think. So I'm just going to sharpen them. No, it's not necessary, I think. They are a bit blunt, but... So I'm just adding some color here and there, not too much. Just some highlights. Just, yeah. Now the saddle brown. Now I have a bit of streaks here, but Inktense dissolves very easy compared to the Neos on thin paper, because the Neos, I love the Neo colors, but on thin paper I really have to stop and try to create magic with them, because it's just frustrating. And I hate having a coloring slump, because I love this hobby so much, and it really takes away my anxiety and stress, nervousness. I'm really suffering from nervousness the past few days. Oops, and there is a message that my battery is becoming low. So I won't make this a very long video. I'm sorry for all the rambling at the beginning, but it's a relief to talk about something that's in your mind, and that has an influence on your hobby. And yeah, if you share it with fellow colorists, you know you are understand it, and that's a nice feeling. So I'm hoping that I will have a sunny kind of tree after activating it with water. I'm just going to clean that brush. It has some green stuff on it. Okay, and it's a Kuretake Zich brush, but with a very worn out tip, and it leaks. It's leaking. The plastic is shattered, but I repaired it with some tape, because it's such a great pen, and I have a new one, but I really want to keep on using this until it dies completely. So okay, off we go. Yeah, and as I was thinking, this paper takes Inktense very well. It's possible that I have to do a second layer of the darker colors. Because I really think that the Inktense is very intense in its color when activated, but it fades out a bit after drying. But maybe that's due to the paper quality, that it's paler with thin paper. I don't know, but it could be an explanation. This is, by the way, a coloring book by the Julia Rivers brand. A serene little village, I think, with fairies. There's also a serene little village with only duckies and beavers and other animals, owls. And this one, there's also always a companion elf or fairy around. And yeah, I just had to have this one when I saw it. I really love the Julia Rivers brand, and I'm experiencing the past few pictures that I've colored too much in the Jade Summer books, because the faces are being too repetitive. Although I love the style, they are beautiful, but I have to take a break from the Jade Summer books, I think. And with the Julia Rivers books, you have more diversity in type of drawings. Okay, yeah, it's a bit too pale, but at least it looks a bit summery, so I can pretend it's a very lovely autumn day where they are enjoying the warm autumn temperature. Now I'm going to take a look. I will go for leaf green. Where's the leaf green? Leaf green, okay, here it is. And then some orange. And maybe a touch of red oxide. I really love the autumn colors right now, and a bit of yellow is also good. Sienna Gold, I think I will grab. Yeah, Sienna Gold. And I'm starting with the leaf green. And I wish I had more fantasy when coloring in leaves, because I found flora, so flowers and leaves, very difficult to color in. I really wish I had some more imagination, yeah, to give them more life and character, and but yeah. So I'm just fooling around a bit and see where it goes. Just stopping here again, and then a bit of is this? Yes. I know, sometimes I don't know what I'm looking at. This part here, I don't know, but I'll just color over it. It really feels okay coloring in this one. I'm not feeling annoyed, or I'm not frustrating myself. I'm just happy to be in this neighborhood with all these cute characters. So it was a good thing to break with my mind that I only could color Halloween stuff, although I really had a lot of fun doing those. It was time to return to the other pictures also. But it's like I said beforehand, it's like a little devil sitting on my shoulder, and that tells me it's only once a year, Halloween time. And yeah, if that thought that I must avoid Halloween, no, not especially Halloween pictures, of course them too, but pumpkin pictures or with witches or something like that, I can color those, but it's so silly. It's so silly. Why do I have to give myself these rules and obligations? I have obligations enough already in my life, and coloring is supposed to be stress relieving, not giving stress. So it's so silly, and I know it, and yet it's a battle in my mind. I really hope I'm not the only one that has that, because then will get very worried. Maybe there are other colorists out there with other kind of things in their minds. It's also possible that I don't have, but that they suffer from, or that they find that it's, yeah, breaking their creativity or influencing their creativity. So like I'm saying, I'm not a leaf colorist. But yeah, I hope the mix of the ink will have its effect, and yeah, that it will give it a nice combo. So now I'm in with the Sienna Gold. I'm afraid that I'm doing too much of this yellow color. And I hope I'm not shaking the camera too much. Okay, now the red oxide. Maybe it's silly to color in already all the leaves, because when this color combo is wrong, then all my leaves are wrong. Maybe I have to add some brown too. Yeah, I think I will add some oak also here and there. Maybe not too much, but on some parts. Be too much yellow. Okay, we'll see how this one will turn out. Okay, it's not too bad, I think. And I'm not trying to separate the colors, I'm trying to mix them. As much as possible to give it a natural kind of look. I'm not sure if I'm succeeding, but I don't think it's looking too bad. And as you can see, the tree trunk is has dried up, and it's quite pale, so I will have to go over it again. With the oak and mustard and that other color that I can't remember what I've chosen, but it's lying besides me. And my battery is now 10%, so I have to hurry up, and I will finish the video after I'm doing all these leaves. And the last leaf. Okay, so that's it. I'm not sure if it's quite good visible. I think I'm liking how it's turning out, except for the lightness of some parts. So maybe I'll go over it with Inktense again, or maybe I will do some shading with some polychromos, because I think this paper will take polychromos quite nice. Not sure about that. I'll try to color this on video, but I'm not sure if it's possible. I don't know if I can film a lot the upcoming days or weeks, because we're on holiday, and we will be going away and do some things, of course, and I will see how my free time will be the upcoming weeks. But of course, if I have a possibility to film, I will do so, but I don't know if it will be with this picture. Maybe I will continue coloring it after stopping this video, because I'm feeling that it's being really helpful to make me feel better at the moment, and to give me some moments of enjoyment. So thanks again, Michelle, for giving me that push in the coloring direction again, and yeah, it's just what I needed. So I hope you guys weren't too much annoyed with me rambling about my little devil on my shoulder and my my problems, so to speak, with coloring. And but I think most of us can experience a coloring slump, and I think it's interesting to know what helps people to come out of that, and to break with that feeling of not be able to color. So I'm going to say goodbye to you all now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope I will make a lovely picture of this, a lovely colored in page of this picture. So everybody take care, have a nice day or evening or noon, wherever you are, and we'll talk soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.